And we're back to learn Illustrator in a year, day 141. Let me show you the warp tool. I'll create a rectangle, nothing special, just a fill, no stroke color. And you can find the warp tool where the width tool is. Right here, right click on this box. Shift R is the shortcut for the warp tool. Keep in mind that my rectangle is selected, and now I can go over this with a left click drag. And this transforms the position of the anchor points and therefore creates these warp effects. You cannot completely split it right here, but you can see you can go to the inside and outside on the edges. As I've said, the rectangle was selected, and that's important because if I create two rectangles, let me give the second one a different color. I want to transform both of them, but I only select the pinkish one on the left. I use the warp tool and go over both. You can see there is no effect on the black one. So you can only affect the ones that you select prior to using the warp tool. If you want to affect both, you need to select both therefore. So this is an important detail. Another thing that you might have wondered is, can you adjust the size of this circle? So basically it's a brush for the warp tool. You can just double click on the tool itself and then the menu will open for the warp tool options. You can adjust width and height, but you can also just hold Alt and then left click drag to left and right and up and down. And this will adjust the size in real time. You can also hold Alt and Shift and then width and height will be locked to an aspect ratio of 1:1. But if you need a specific value numerically, just double click on the tool itself, which opens the menu, and then type it in. There's an option for pressure pen if you use a graphic tablet. I don't have it in the setup. And then detail and simplify, this is basically the intensity. Make sure that show brush size is active, then you can see it. And if you reset it, you will get back to the default. I believe that's 100 times 100. Most often this tool is used on a drip text effect. Let me create a text effect. I used the warp tool, but if I try it now, I'm going to get a warning message. Let me resize it first. But if I try to use the tool now, I'm just going to get a warning message. So the selected artwork contains text, and therefore we have to perform something before we can use it. What we need is the expand under object. Make sure that object and fill are both checked, confirm we are okay, and then you can use this tool right here on the text, on the letters. Let me just cover that a little bit here and there. And as you've seen with the rectangle, you can go over the same spot multiple times to increase the effect. So if you want to make longer drips, just go over the same anchor point a couple of times with a left click drag. And this is how you can use this tool. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.